Hello, my ginger loves. Welcome to Tea Time with Joss. I am your co host, Joss. Remember that I am not for everyone, and neither is this reading. So take what's yours, don't steal what's not. I don't know what's coming out, but we're going to see. Um, First thing I do want to say, early this morning, I was watching a reading by one of my favorite readers, Mystic Beauty. And she was, well, it wasn't a reading, she was just talking about a vision that she had about some of the warfare that's coming up against the divine collective, the chosen ones. And so on this channel, we do talk sometimes about, I mentioned, protecting yourself, making sure that you're doing your baths, making sure that you're clearing your energy, making sure that you're wearing your protective garments or crystals or whatever, your gree bag or whatever you trust and believe in. And when she was talking, she was saying that she was in prayer and then she had this certain vision. And yesterday, being completely 1000% transparent, yesterday, I went out and, I did some stuff and I just was in a very bad mood. Like I was in a really foul mood. And I wasn't that way before I left the house. And I wasn't sure why I felt like that, but I knew the feelings were not mine. Okay. Part of raising your vibration and your frequency is being able to discern and decipher when emotions and feelings belong to you and when they don't. I knew that those were not my feelings. I don't know whose feelings they were or where they were coming from, but I knew that they did not belong to me. So when I got back to the house, I came upstairs and I came, to my altar, and I had a very serious talk with my ancestors about some things that had been going on. And like I got on my face and I was to the point that I was in tears. And so when I was watching Mystic this morning, because it was a recording from in the middle of the night, she does a lot of night owl things. It was from in the middle of the night. She was saying that she was called to go to her altar, her ancestors, and talk to them. And while I was watching the video, I began to get very sick, like nauseous to my stomach. And it did not end well. Let's just say that. It came on me very suddenly. I got very hot. I got very like clammy, and it's because some of the things that I was praying about was about the warfare that I have been experiencing at this leg of my journey. Um, and so I just want to caution everyone, make sure that you are protecting yourself. Do as much as you can. Yes, you have your spirit team and you have God with you, but it is your responsibility to also play a part in your protection. The same way your healing is your responsibility, your protection is your responsibility as well. You have to do your due diligence to make sure that you are keeping yourself covered. Weapons may form, but they will not prosper. And so, things have been occurring and happening. Somebody stole one of the hubcaps off my car. Just some really random, strange things have been going on that I know that it is a lot of psychological warfare, and it's because I'm on the verge of probably something very big, and there's a lot of things out there that don't want me to have that. Personally, I had open heart surgery when I was 15 months old. I was the youngest person in the United States, possibly in the world, to have the type of surgery that I had at the time in 1983. And The doctors told my parents that I would not live to be 12 years old, and I have almost surpassed that 4 times. When I'm 48 years old, I will have beaten what they said. Humans cannot predict what God has for you. Okay? And so, all that to say, if you are experiencing warfare, if you are experiencing weird and crazy things happening to you, or, your money looking funny and not haha, or, things are transpiring within your family that are unusual, or, you just have emotions and feelings that happen upon you suddenly and you don't know where they come from, it's because there's a lot of warfare going on. The veil is all but gone. So there's nothing to separate the darkness from the light. And it's up to us to make sure that we are doing our part to remain in the light as much as possible. The darkness is always going to be there because that's a part of balance. But we do have to combat it as much as possible, especially if you are a person that is aware. So I don't know. I felt like somebody needs to hear that. Go check out Mystic Beauty's page, Cosmic Royal Family, if you want to take a look at that video. I don't know her personally. I'm not getting paid to tell you about it. I just feel like it's some very valuable information. She delves a lot into spiritual warfare and being chosen and the things that we sometimes go through as light workers and as children of God. She talks a lot about ancestors and about it's just a lot of deep things. And so that has a lot to do with why she's one of my favorite readers. She does the love readings and things like that, but there's still a depth to hers that separates her from others. And so, if you feel compelled, go check her out. Anywho, 7 minutes, let's get started. So on the bottom, we have Protection Guardian, drop your shields. So definitely someone needed to be reminded that you are protected. That it is okay for you to not be in defensive mode, but always be ready for war. Okay? I feel like this drop your shields, I feel like this is more so in regard to your spiritual side, your spiritual nature, your spirituality, and your relationship with the divine, your relationship with your spirit team. You may be going through a lot of warfare because you're guarded against even them, their assistance, but they are here to help you. You cannot do it by yourself. That's just the beginning and the end of it. You have to have their help. We have Lord, take charge with authority. And you have Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. So this is also about being an Emperor energy. I feel like somebody just needs to take hold of your life. Get a hold of yourself. Gather yourself. It's time for you to really dig deep, do the work, make your plans, focus on what it is that you're wanting, and move forward in that. But you've got to remember that, yes, you have the ability and the power to protect yourself, but you also need the help of the divine. You need the help of your spirit team. You need the help of your guardians, your angels, to protect you and to help you. As you ascend, new levels, new devils, right? So as you ascend, you're going to encounter more and more warfare that goes just a little bit deeper every time, because this is also exposing things within that you need to heal And you're not going to know what that is if you're always defensive. Okay, you have to be willing and open to them revealing to you where you need to do the work so that you can take charge and have authority over your life. But understand that you need them. Okay? We have Earth Guardian. Stay rooted and grounded. Exactly. Someone may need to do some root chakra work and some heart work. Definitely getting outside, walking in the grass, hugging trees, listening to nature. I've shared with y'all that I like to sit outside when it's raining. It rains at least once a week. I live in Florida. That's how it goes. It'll rain for a couple of hours, or for 20 minutes, or for 5 minutes. However, God feels in the mood that day. And then it's done. Sometimes it'll rain all day. And I feel like the rain is a cleansing of ridding emotions, negative thoughts, negative patterns, things we don't need. And so it's good to just sit outside and listen to the rain if you're able to. Sometimes I go and play in the rain. That's just what I do. That's my business because that's what I like. You don't have to do that. But figure out ways to be able to take root. This also, I'm feeling like someone may have an issue with stability and being rooted and grounded. Maybe you are a military kid, so maybe you moved around a lot, or maybe your parents lived a certain lifestyle, or your parent, whoever raised you, lived a certain lifestyle, and you had to kind of like move around a lot, be on the run a lot. Maybe you experienced a lot of instability. And so that can sometimes, getting stability can sometimes be difficult. You have maybe like a nomadic spirit. And that's okay. If you like that, if you like to travel around and see different places and see different cultures. But within you, within your core, you need to be rooted and grounded so that when things in your life are going on, you're not shaken. Then we have Direction Guardian. Choose your path. Yeah, you need to definitely sit down and decide what it is that you want. Okay? It's time. If you've been letting other people, make decisions for you or, guide you and it's leading you astray, it's not working out for you, you probably want to choose a path getting away from those people too. Just saying. One more, please. Thank you. I was called here on a mission. Yeah, you definitely have something to do. You have something important that you need to take care of. You have some work that you need to do, something you signed up for. And so it's very important that at this time you root yourself and you ground yourself and focus. Someone really needs to get focused. On this side, we have my high vibes, heal the world. So yeah, that raised vibration that I was speaking of. And then sage, be devoted and committed. It's time that you just put your foot down, okay? It's time for you to stand up, for you to take charge of your own life. Stop allowing other people to run things for you. Stop allowing people to lead you astray. I feel like that somebody is doing that. Okay? You're letting other people play with you. You have cosmic power and you have intuition. You're highly intuitive. You definitely have a connection with the divine, with your spirit team. This may also be someone that something has occurred in your life that caused you to maybe get away from God. And so that creates instability in your life. The divine, God, your ancestors, your angels, whatever you trust and believe in, that's in the white light, that is in the heavenly realms. Getting away from that, uprooting that part of yourself, is getting away from who you really are. And so it's time to come back. It's time to come back. Intuition is definitely time to use your intuition more. It's time for you to trust a lot more. We have Mama Oya storms. And so there's some things that you may have been going through or experiencing. Like I said, some things that may have caused you to be unstable for whatever reason. And it's time now to take charge back over your life. You have number 35 and number 13. Those may be significant for someone. We have mask. That came out last time. So somebody being phony, either with themselves, with others, or other people are being phony with you. Time to, use your intuition, use your discernment, figure out who's really for you and who's not, and get away from them. Number 18 and number 37, liberation. It's time to set yourself free. Whatever this is that's been binding you, that's been keeping you in a place of indecision, in a place of not being able to be stable, you must free yourself from that. And then we have truth. Spirit said that's the truth. It's time to take a look at yourself in the mirror. Someone may need to do mirror work. We talk about that a lot over here too. So, some self-reflection, some real in-depth looks at how you are really behaving, your behavior, because we're going to take responsibility and accountability for ourselves. Okay, you really need to take a look at what you're doing, the part that you are playing, and how things are going for you. And I'm not saying that it's going to be easy, but I'm saying that if you get honest with yourself, it'll make it easier. Someone has something very divine that they are supposed to be doing, but the mission won't be fulfilled until you take seriously what you're here for, your purpose. You have grounding. Grounding is very important for whoever this is for. It's time. It's time for you to get grounded. And I don't mean like finding a place to live and staying there. I mean grounding within. And then we have secrets revealed. Your ancestors may be attempting to get information to you to help you open up and to be able to kind of help guide you on your path. This is coming on top of grounding and masks. So, like I said, if you get grounded and you get yourself in a place of stability where you're able to think clearly, you can hear clearly, you can discern clearly, it's going to reveal to you who the foe is. Okay, your frenemies, people who are pretending. And then you will know how to act accordingly. Divine lineage. Someone may be a healer. You may be someone that you work with water. You may resonate with water goddesses. You have 3 of Knives. There's definitely some heartbreak that's going to come to you once these secrets are revealed, because it's going to be truth. But it'll be divine truth, and it'll be to help you to move forward. You have the 10 of Baskets and the 3 of Baskets. So, this may be family, friends. But I feel like trusting your intuition is going to put you in a place where you are able to celebrate the friends and family that are there for you genuinely. Once you get through this truth, once you're able to navigate through these storms, it's going to clear the way for you to be able to only make room for those who are meant to be a part of your journey now. It's time to release the baggage, release some people. Someone may be going through some things with their friends right now. And it could be because you're growing and maybe they're not. Or they're not growing in the same direction as you. And that's okay. The truth of the matter is, everybody's not meant to stay. Okay? Reason, season, lifetime. I tell y'all that all the time. So you may be experiencing kind of like a falling off of some of the people that you have around, but it's because God is allowing soul tribe, people who are really meant for you, to come in. You have the Four of Wands because the doors are open for you in order for you to receive all this goodness. You have the Daughter of Coins. Something you've been working on for quite some time is definitely coming into you. Also, I feel like deep down, you know that there are certain relationships that you need to remove, or you need to maybe get some distance from these people. And it's been a long time coming, but I would just caution you to take heed, to definitely do what it is that you feel in your spirit, in your gut, that you need to do in order for you to be able to receive this new that you've been attempting to manifest. We have the Chariot and the Son of Coins, and so you're moving forward with success when it comes to whatever these seeds are that you've been planting. You have the High Priestess, so definitely intuition is playing an important part. You've got to be discerning, okay, in order to know who to move away from, because everybody ain't meant to go. The Judgment card, everybody can't go with you. Everybody's not meant to be with you on this part of the journey. There's been an awakening that's been taking place within some of you, and that is pushing you for getting grounded. It's like God is trying to pull you out of whatever this shadowy, smoky film, these storms. God it has literally sent you help to get you out, but you have to be willing to receive it. The Three of Coins wanted to flip over, and so there's some new partnerships, some new businesses. There's some new coming in, and it's going to be very successful. This is something that you may have been manifesting for quite some time, and it has not been able to come in yet because you got to get rid of some folk. That's just the truth. And I ain't trying to hurt nobody. I'm just telling you. Definitely success in your business. Definitely success if you decide that you want to take on a partner with whatever this business venture is. And it could also indicate that you are getting into some kind of romantical situation. May come out of it. Ten of Knives, I feel like in the past, maybe you decided to move forward and go into something with someone and it did not work out. But they were lessons, okay? They were all lessons, and they were all things that you're able to overcome, to heal from, because the knives are not in your back. They are in your front. You're able to remove the knives anytime you're ready. Okay, nothing is stopping you. Four of Baskets. Again, we have the energy of looking at yourself, self-reflection, taking accountability, seeing the part that you played in the betrayal. Because trust me when I tell you, there are always yellow and red flags. The divine wants to protect you, so God will always send you some sort of message. Daughter of Knives. God will always send you some kind of message as a warning, letting you know that you may be treading into enemy territory, but it's up to you to take heed and to listen. So it's time to heal yourself from these betrayals, heal yourself from these past things that have gone on, and move forward in confidence. Thank you, Holy Spirit. You have the Eight of Baskets, so definitely you're moving forward in victory. You're moving forward in success. You're very determined, and you're moving away from those things that emotionally and mentally do not suit you. This could also be that someone felt abandoned by someone that you held in very high regard, by someone or some people that you felt very close to, that you felt very connected to, and you've had to leave them behind. You've had to take charge. Ace of Knives. Spirit says that's the truth. Anything else, Holy Spirit? You have the Son of Baskets, and you have the Five of Baskets. Someone may come back into your life, someone that you've already separated from, someone that you've already left behind, in order to give you some sort of apology. They may feel genuinely bad, remorseful. They may feel some regret because they handled your pure love in a way that was harmful to the relationship that they have with you, whatever kind of relationship it might be. So, someone may feel bad for neglecting you, for not treating you right, for not appreciating what they had in you, and they may come forward and want to give you an apology. It's up to you whether or not you accept the apology, and it's up to you whether or not you allow this person back into your space. You have the Four of Coins. They may have been holding back from you. They may have been attempting to kind of make you feel like doors were not going to open for you without them. And that's just not the case. Things have been happening for you, or things are about to happen for you that are things that you have been working on, that you've been thinking about. I feel like some of these are things you've been keeping to yourself because you've learned the power and protection in being silent. I always tell y'all, people can't ruin what they don't know. We have the Star, and we have the Emperor. I spoke about the Emperor energy earlier when the Lord came out, and so definitely someone sees now who you truly are. They see your heart, okay? They see that you are a beautiful person. You are back on your throne. It's time to claim your authority, okay? Someone is definitely rising in the ranks, and somebody is feeling a type of way because they mishandled their relationship with you. You have the Three of Wands and the Son of Wands. Somebody is getting ready to be traveling. You might be moving. Could be to another country. Could be to another state. Or it could just be that you're getting ready to take this thing all around the world. But whatever it is, it's a positive thing for you. It could be your dream and your wish to be able to discover new places, discover new cultures, new things. And you're wanting to do that because you deserve it. Like I said, somebody might have that nomadic spirit. You might just like traveling around. You're a gypsy. You don't really have roots in a place per se, but you are rooted and grounded within. This could be 3 friends that are coming back to apologize. These people could have excluded you from a lot of things. Maybe they didn't feel like, it was your cup of tea, or maybe they feel like your fun and their fun are different. That's what I'll say. And so they excluded you from a lot, and they're realizing that there was a lot of wisdom and a lot of spiritual knowledge that you had to offer, that you had a good heart, that you were always there when they needed you, when they needed a shoulder to cry on. These three people, they didn't even talk to each other about stuff that was going on. They always talked to you. And so now these people are regretting their behavior. And maybe you moving is going to give them that insight. Now you have the Empress. Yeah. Someone's definitely standing in their power. You're very fruitful. You're manifesting and you're creating and you're rising. I just feel like someone is rising, not just in the 3D for everyone to see, but your spirit. Your spirit is climbing, and that's a beautiful thing. This could also be a divine couple, okay, a divine pair, because we have the Emperor and the Empress here. The Three of Knives wants to come out. It could be that, you know, this Emperor and this Empress, maybe there was something that transpired between the two of you and it caused you to have to go into some kind of separation, and you're no longer together. Or it could just be, you know, like I said, these three friends, there was some disappointment, there was some hurt, there was some betrayal, because some really hard truth came out, not just for you, but for them, when they realized that you have a pure spirit, you have a pure heart, you're very loving. You're emotionally stable and balanced. You're able to see everything in full picture. When they talk to you, they can talk to you about anything because you're going to always be unbiased despite the fact that they're your friend or they're your relative or whatever. You're always very honest about whatever situation it is when they come to you. And that's another reason why they don't go to each other, because these are like yes people. You know, like they're just going to say what you want to hear to make you feel better. You're not that person. I'm not that friend either. If you don't want to know the truth, please don't ask me, because I might hurt your feelings, although unintentionally, but I'm going to tell you the honest truth. And sometimes people are not ready for the truth, but you are the friend that people talk to because you're always the one that always tells the truth. So this could be, you know, these three people coming in to apologize for whatever kind of discord or unhappiness they created within your relationship, whatever kind of relationship it is. You have the 10 of Coins. I feel like you are not letting this hurt get in the way any longer. It's helping you to build. It's the world that fell on the floor. You're just headed in a different direction than these people. You're expanding. You're traveling. Whatever your mission is, it's going all around the world. You have something to say, and you're going to say it. Hold on, let me get the card, y'all. Okay, so yes, the world. Okay? You're not letting these past disappointments, this past hurt, keep you from getting to the bag. You learn the lesson and you move forward. If y'all notice these bumps and lumps in my shirt, it's my crystals. Okay? You have the Hangman. And you have Justice. After some time of waiting for things to change, I feel like you took the initiative and you changed so that everything else could change also. There's divine justice coming here. You're seeing things from a new perspective. I feel like if you at one point were very hurt and maybe you possibly wanted revenge for things that may have been done to you, you're no longer in that space. You're realizing that vengeance is the Lord's. You're realizing that God can fight the battle for you. Let me tell you something. No one can ever be God, no matter how much they try. Okay? You're never going to be able to beat God. So if you are not a praying person, that is a suggestion that I have for you. That you do the best you can to get into a space where you go to God about everything. Because when I tell you, anyone who does anything to you, and you've operated from a pure space, from a pure place, from a pure heart, and there was no malicious intent, I promise you, God will get divine justice for you. You have the Seven of Wands, and y'all know for me, this card is that ancestral smoke. They blocking out the things because you're pure. Okay, there no hurt, harm, or danger, seen or unseen, shall come near you. Someone is heavily protected. And if you don't feel like you are, that's because you need to reestablish, or you need to grow in your relationship with the divine. Okay, with the light side. You have the Two of Knives, and you have the Hermit. Someone had to go into a deep seclusion. And it's because you needed to be able to process your thoughts, and you needed to be able to see things from a different perspective and more clearly without the interference of others. You see in this Two of Knives, she's not even holding the knives. Okay, but they're there if she needs them. But I feel like someone just needed to be able, you needed the space and the time to think, to get your mind together, to get your heart together, to get your spirit together. And you had to do that away from these energies. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Oh, thank you. And this Hermit mode, Mother of Wands, enabled you to get your confidence back. You grew your self-esteem. You started to feel beautiful. You started to look beautiful. You started to smell beautiful. And you can be beautiful if you're a man or a woman. It doesn't matter. You can still be beautiful. But your aura, okay? You're building up your spirit. You're building up your intuition. You're knowing things that you did not know before. Secrets revealed. In this time of hermit mode, things were shown to you, like I said, Two of Knives, that you may have been blocking out because you were blocking out the Holy Spirit. You were blocking out God. But this alone time enabled you to be able to have fresh eyes, fresh ears, divine clarity. You were able to see better. And so you're standing in a lot of power. Okay, you're standing in a place of knowing who you are, and you're not letting anyone play with you. You have the Five of Wands. Yeah, you definitely went into this hermit mode because you needed clarity. There was a lot of chaos and a lot of bullshit going on around you, and you just didn't want to deal with it anymore. You needed to find a way out, but a way out that's healthy. And I feel like during this hermit mode, it enabled you to get away from these combative energies. You have the Father of Knives. You got divine clarity, and the Two of Baskets about who you want to be with. Like I said, this could be, a divine couple, the Empress and the Emperor. It could be that someone is coming into you. Oh, excuse me, that's my stomach. This energy, you could be having a love come into you, but you had to clear your spirit. You had to be able to gain some insight and some knowledge. There may have been some mastery within yourself when it came to your head and your heart that you needed to also work through, so that when you got into this next relationship, it would be healthy. Be careful of arrogance. Be careful of haughtiness. That's the word that I heard. Just because you've reached a new spiritual level, be careful of having an air about you that you're better than. Okay? Because the same way God lifted you up, he'll bring you back down so you'll remember. And you don't want that. All the work you did just to be humbled. Yeah, the Eight of Knives in reverse. So definitely someone is breaking free of the shackles of this Five of Wands energy. All this chaos, all this fighting, all this competition amongst probably you, family, friends, whomever. You're getting free of that. You're no longer seeing yourself the way that others see you. You're able to see who was putting the knives in your back, because in this card, they're in the back. Okay, so you're able to free yourself from those energies. You're not overthinking anymore. You're just not holding yourself hostage to feeling like this is all that there will ever be. The chaos, I feel like that's what really put you in this hermit mode. You really wanted to get away from whoever this is that's always got some mess going on. That's how I feel. Yeah. Nine of Knives. And so now these people that you've able to separate yourself from and get clarity on, these people are watching you. You're being watched heavily. Okay? And it's giving them nightmares. Because you are leaving them behind. Ace of Coins, you started something new. You don't need these energies anymore. Because I feel like this may have been part of your mission. You fulfill your part of the mission. You did your part when it comes to these energies. And so now it's time to leave. There's something new. There's something being handed to you directly from the divine. Could be some new ideas coming to you in regard to a business situation, so that you can create your proposals and make it so when you present it, you're able to articulate very well. You're able to get across what it is your mission, your dream, your desire is for whatever this is. I'm hearing your gifts are making room for you and bringing you before kings. And so this may have something to do with your spiritual gifts or non-spiritual gifts. I mean, if it's a gift, it's still spiritual, because God gave it to you. Okay, this is a blessing directly from God. And I feel like this is something that maybe you have desired or wanted for quite some time, but you had to get this energy away from you. It just wasn't serving you any longer, and you've cut it off. These eyes that are watching you, they're upset because they know that you know that they're watching. It's like they feel like whatever you're doing it intentionally so they can see. But that's really not what it is. I feel like secrets revealed is God. It's God letting them see all the beautiful, glorious things that are happening for you in your life. Because God will prepare a table before you in the presence of your enemies. God will make your enemy your footstool. That means that when it's your time to shine, God gonna make sure that light bright as hell. Okay? That everybody who was against you, that everybody who had a problem, that everybody who was combative, that everybody who was trying to sabotage and get you to self-sabotage, they all gonna see. So everything they're seeing because God is laying it out there for them. You're not doing anything intentionally, I don't feel like. I feel like it's just things are happening for you. They're finding out about it because you're not telling them. But they're being nosy because they can't help themselves. If you look for trouble, guess what you'll find? Anything else, Holy Spirit? Thank you. So we have the 9 of coins, we have the Father of coins, and we have the 4 of coins coming out. I feel like in this situation, it's just letting you know that you are having a rise in your finances. You're having a rise in your stability. Things are going to start to even out for you, and things are going to start being how you wanted them to be. You're going to be able to carry the responsibility that needs to be carried, and it's not going to be a burden. Okay, you're going to be able to be and do everything that needs to be done and everything that needs to be, and it won't be problems. You're going to be very discerning when it comes to the doors that you go through, when it comes to the doors that you open to others. I feel like you're standing strong. You're doing your thing. You're doing your thing. You have the 7 of coins. Whatever it is that you are working on, whatever it is you're investing in, keep doing that. Keep doing that. Notice at the end, everything that's coming out is about money. Son of Knives. You may be doing something on the internet, like podcast or something. Maybe not you having a podcast, but maybe you're going to get invited onto different type of podcasts or to be a guest speaker in different type of panels, something like that. It's something having to do with the internet, something where you're going to be watched. Maybe you're being watched by someone who wants to invest in your brand, in your business. Last one, Holy Spirit. That's too many, but okay. You have the Sun. You have the Devil in reverse. And you have the Daughter of Baskets. Yeah. You are seeing the truth about things. You are following what makes you genuinely happy. And you are no longer carrying the burden of what other people think. Other people's attachments and problems and issues with how you live your life, you don't care anymore. You've realized some things about yourself. Where you were being bound, where you were being held up, and you've released those things. You're following the guidance of your heart and your spirit. This is so beautiful. Mother of Knives on the bottom. And baby, you don't play. You don't play. Ooh, this is so wonderful for whoever this is for. If you are picking up what I'm putting down, if you like this reading, if it resonated for you in any way, shape, form, or fashion, please thumbs up the video. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all of my new subscribers. I appreciate you all so much. I have a certain goal that I want to reach by the end of the year as far as subscribers, and I'm almost there. So I'm very, very grateful to you all. Thank y'all to those of you who are rocking with me. Thank you so much for everyone who's being patient and extending your grace. I love you and I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of the weekend. Don't forget to check out Mystic Beauty's video. Cosmic Royal Family is the name of her channel. If you feel like that's something that might resonate for you. I love y'all to life. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye.